Hello, I am Mike of Ninja Dice. This is Gnomoria. This might be the last Gnomoria one I do because I'm running out of gnomes. What has happened is, oh my lord, I've gone down to 5 gnomes, 10 dead. Technically 0 injured. I don't think that's true. Basically, I got some more goblins and there was a fight. And yeah, but a bunch of injured people, right? And the problem is, I think these injured people are finding it difficult to feed themselves, and they're bleeding. And what I've had about 3 people starve to death, despite there being lots of food and drink. So that should be fine. But well, you're doing the thing. Thank God. Do we now have a bone needle? Do we now have, finally, a bone needle? We've finally got a bone needle. Thank God. See, I can't make bandages. Or I wasn't able to make bandages. Until somebody got a bone needle. And I thought, yeah, fantastic. I've got another carpenter around here somewhere. Somebody somewhere should be making a chair. Somebody make a chair. I need a chair. Oh, what I could do is I could deconstruct a chair. That will work. Need a chair. I need a chair right now. That chair. That chair can go. Oh, I just paused it. So, I think last time I was going, yay, I'll kill some goblins, and therefore got bones, and therefore I will be able to get a bone needle, and then I can start my, tailor, and then da. But no, I actually have managed to get a metal industry working before I could get a cloth industry working, because way down here, there we go. Down at level -10, I've been mining out. This is all copper that I've been mining, right? So I've got metal. But you can't make metal needles. You can only make copper needles. Bone needles. You can't make metal needles. You can only make bone needles, apparently. Which means that I have not been able to make a tailor. Which means that let's get rid of all of these. That was back when I thought it would be funny to have skull helmets. Because goblins don't give bones. Goblins only give skulls, which is a tad irritating. So this is my dead thing stockpile. So that all the bones should go in there. Okay. Next to my bone carver. What are you? You're a leather worker. I think I might even finally be able to use you and make leather armor and stuff. And in fact, there are weapons I can now make armor, because I couldn't make armor before, because to make armor, so if you want helmet, you need padding, and you get padding. Oh, padding's made from tailors. Straps are made, so you need to make armor. You need a tailor, and you need leather working. For leather, obviously, you need a working, meat industry. I actually have killed one of my cows, one of my yaks. I was going to keep them. Oh yes, making the tailor. So you make the tailor, then you can make bandages. If you make bandages, then maybe I can get some of these guys to not die. But the problem is, you've got people wandering around who claim to be starving, despite the fact that they shouldn't be, because there is in fact tons of food. But I have a sneaking suspicion it's actually down to injuries that they've got. Oh no, you're fine. I don't know why you're hungry. Ah, some nomads, thank goodness me. Right, sweet. Now, I'm going to have to work out what to do with you guys. Ooh, loads of nomads. 9 nomads. Well, that's good. That's going to be good. Now, so okay, so I can see what these guys are good at. Oh, you don't seem to be good at anything. Mining, masonry. Right, let's make you a miner then. Could really do with someone who's like good at doctoring, say. Right, let's go through you guys. What do I need? I need a farmer. So this might not be quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. I've got some nomads. You know, I'm just going to make you a farmer. You know, you don't seem to be actually good at anything. You can be a farmer. That's probably a bad thing to think. But it looks like I really need these guys. So. Who does? I think I have to make someone into a doctor, which means I have to make a new profession, I think. So we're going to make a new profession, which we're going to call doctor. And you're going to do all doctoring things. There you go. Now can I change? Can I put move up? And does that then change for everybody else? Yes. Excellent. So that's only the doctor has that priority. That's brilliant. And you're in fact not going to do any. Oh no, I'll make you do some hauling. And I might need to make a dedicated tailor, but I think my farmers do tailoring. So yeah, this is all very exciting. Oh wow, something's gone wrong there. So let's get rid of that. Put it back up again. There we go. La. So all these Gnomads haven't decided what they're going to be yet. Who did I decide was going to be a doctor? I think someone who just didn't have any other skills, which is kind of obviously not, you know. Did I not have a? I thought I had someone who would be a good doctor. Right, wood cutting. You're good at wood cutting. Do I have any woodcutters at the minute? I do not. Right, excellent. You're now a woodcutter. Builder. Do I have any builders at the minute? I've got one. No, I think I need two. I'm going to make you a builder. Medic 8, caretaking. Because I've made my builders into medics, basically. I think I'm going to make you a builder as well. Now you're not quite as good as right. I'm going to make you into a doctor. I really well. I mean, I need to do a bunch of things. I need to. I'll make you into a woodcutter. What the heck? Really need to make a few blacksmiths, but I've got a bunch of dead people who I need to get sorted. What I could possibly do with, I need to look up a few things. I found a thing in stuff I could make in one of my workshops called an alarm bell, and I'm beginning to think an alarm bell might be an idea. The other possibility is to just wall myself off from the outside world. So that these goblins don't murder me. I've seen a suggestion somewhere, which is you put everyone into a militia, right? But because most people don't have, most of them don't have any kind of armor or weapons or anything. Oh, I so want my tailor. Where was my tailor? Is my tailor done? Is my tailor made? Right. So we're gonna make bandages, and we're gonna craft 2, and we're gonna have at least 10 bandages. I'm going to make a bag, craft bag, and that is going to be craft to 1. So there's always going to be one bag. I don't know what the difference between a bag and a sack is. Oh, great. So I'll have a sack as well. I don't know what the difference between a bag and a sack is. You need string for sacks. That's apparently the difference. You need 2 strings for a sack. I'll craft that to 1. Because bags is going to be useful because I want bags in here. This is my main stockpile now. And as you can see, there are all these seeds sitting there getting in the way. And the reason there are all these seeds sitting there getting in the way is that seeds don't go in crates. Oh, you've died. Great. See, these guys aren't getting fed. Very aggravating. Well, you know, there's not a lot I can do about this, annoyingly. There's also not a lot that you can do with I thought I suddenly realised something. My dead body storage is full up. Right, I'm just going to place them here. This is a really bad place to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Designate area, and it's literally, you have to make a stockpile. This is literally all you can do. You make a stockpile of goods, I think it is. You make a body part. Stockpile. And that's pretty much all you can do. You can't yes. There are, my understanding is this at this stage of the game, there's not this stage of the game's development. There's no method of making. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There's no method of. There's no graveyards. There's no burying. There's no anything like that. So build, storage, bag, and we're going to make a bag, and we're going to put a bag here. Woo, let's put 2 bags in. All right, why not? And that's going to generate an order from the tailor. And I finally have a tailor, because I finally just killed one of my yaks. This does cut down on I killed one of my female yaks. It means that my rate of yak production is going to be slower, but I'm just going to have to cope with that. I needed that bone needle. And I probably should have done this a while ago, because then I could have had bandages up and running and various things like that. I got trees planted, which I think I'm quite pleased with. Big grove here, so I just went way. I mean, I cut down all of these trees. I've also changed. I discovered that you can change what is displayed here, because originally it just had food and drink, and I just added metal bars and logs. Because those are both bottlenecks. To make metal bars, I need ore. I also have a prospector who gets metal bars out of dirt and theoretically rock, but I don't do it with I don't use rock for that. It's a way of getting, because you get all these dirt clumps, and then you just get millions of, hundreds and hundreds of dirt clumps, and they're not useful for anything. But you can use prospecting, which means that they will in fact find bits of ore, little metal slivers, which you can then hopefully put together in a forge. And that means that you can generate metal, which is nice. Oh dear. I'm also putting just wall torches around. So unfortunately, I mean, the problem with the metal slivers is you need 10 of them, and I don't think I've got 10 in any one metal, so I can't actually make any metal from slivers. So My metal bars has gone down to 1, so I'm just going to do some mining. And I want to make sure that this area remains nicely lit up. I can hit the T key, but you won't see any difference. I've assigned, there's a command which is show areas that are dark enough to allow spawning, and that is the T key. And I think only, you know, if I hit T, you see all areas can spawn. Monsters, but that's the outside, and that's fine. But in here, I don't think there are any. I'm just hitting the T key, nothing's happening. Because I keep placing wall torches around. And obviously, as I just keep finding more bits of copper, I just keep designating them. I've made the M key mine wall. You can set a whole bunch of commands to keys. And M, because you're mining walls all the time, so that seems like a good thing to use. People falling over from exhaustion. Where are you? Do I need to assign some? I could assign. So many of these. Unfortunately, the occupants have died. So there's also dormitories. I don't know what you're complaining about. Personal quarters. So if it's personal quarters, that means no one got it. So might as well assign it to people, you know. Are these all that's owned, that's personal quarters, that is not owned. So assign that. Owned, not owned. So yeah, it's apparently a known problem that occasionally you'll get folk who, although there is tons of food, they don't eat it, and I wonder why that might be. I think in this case it's because people were injured and they can't get food. And thus, this is thus a problem. Let's make. This was going to be in my grand entrance hall, but now it's just kind of random. Whatever I needed at that moment kind of place. Make a little stockpile, and it's going to be goods, cloth, bandages. Different types of bandage. I don't know if bandages. I don't know what they store in. Do they store in boxes or bags or what? We'll build. Storage. Well, I assume crate seems like it would be the right thing, so I'm going to put a crate down. Aha! I now have my bags. Sweet. And so now seeds, lots of seeds are going into bags as opposed to lying around taking up floor space. That is brilliant. I've got a tailor at long last. This also means I can make beds. So I seem to have survived. I was looking for a moment like my population was going to go way down. But it looks like no. I've gone back to having more alive people than dead people, which is good. Okay. So I'm going to leave things there. I have not quite died. I finally got myself a tailor, which is good for various things. Good for a lot of things, actually. It is a good thing to finally have bags. So I'm going to leave that there. So thanks so much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this videos. Come visit, like and subscribe so. Come visit Neil Enough Dice at neilenoughddice.com. We're also on Facebook and the Twitters, and you can find links to all of that in the video description. Until we meet again, dig for victory and try not to get all your gnomes killed.